Let's get this motherfucker on Chrome. Did you send the my nigga? I don't think you sent the Wi-Fi to the Let me see something. Let me see if I can send this Wi-Fi to the iPad real quick.
Damn, I'm starting to get hungry.
Yo, that fish place is pretty good. Well, at least the shrimp I had was pretty good. But they had chicken. They had fish, chicken, and shrimp.
All right, who else owes me money?
You can make a list, bro. You gotta make a list of motherfuckers
I
owe you
do.
money.
It's just
Cause you're forgetful ass, my dude. You forgetful as shit.
you just asked for the password again, huh?
No.
It did.
It
And
did.
I
It
was
actually.
about to,
That's
and you
strange.
just.
It's strange because no, I sent it from my phone to the iPad.
Oh, okay.
But I guess your contact is in the iPad also, which would make sense. I mean, um, come on, stop asking me about some fucking updates. Come on, iPad, leave me alone right now. All right, let's jump on Chrome real quick and just make sure that I can get into my YouTube, and then we'll get cracking. I don't see nobody in the chat yet, anyway. My channel, home. All right, well, listen. Yo, let us know what's up with the sound because we were trying to check out the sound, guys. Let us know that the sound is good.
Are you ready?
We've been live, bro. We've been live. I'm just waiting for people to jump in.
Okay.
Make sure that we're looking crispy. And let me request the desktop version real quick. We live. It's going down, fellas. Let us know what's up with the sound, guys. So we got Clifton. What's up? JMC 436. How's it going, fellas? We healthy than a bitch. We live. Both your mics are good. Okay, bet. All right. Okay, cool. You know what I should ask you? You ain't got no fitness videos? That you should have. Plenty of fitness shit.
I do.
All right, airdrop it.
Okay.
But to the iPad, nigga. Not to my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. We'll start with some clips of that. And then we'll get into the other stuff. All right, let me know if anything changes in 30 minutes.
Now, you talking about fitness videos that's giving explanations or just me working out?
Probably just one of both. I think one of both is straight.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll throw that in there right now and get the chat warmed up. What's good, fellas? Man, get your fitness questions together. I got a motherfucking guru in here, a real guru, not all those YouTube gurus and these dumbass motherfuckers telling you. Oh my god, these dumbass motherfuckers telling you to take a keto diet and all sort of weird bullshit. Let's see. The volume is a bit low. I don't believe you. Hold on, let me check the volume. Because dudes be saying the volume is low and just their shit be low. The FPS on the camera seems off though. What are you talking about? That camera? What are you talking about? Frames per second? Nah, that's the Wi-Fi sucks, brother. That's what that is. I mean, your camera is crispy though, G. You know what? I forgot to set up my own personal camera angle. But it's all good. I don't need it. You my guest, so we'll let you rock out. Yes, sir. Yeah, you sent it to the iPad?
About to. I'm searching for. Oh, great. See, I need to listen to some of these. Because some of them I'm doing them like literally at my home because of COVID. Some that I did during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then some. Oh, great. See, that's the thing too, man. A lot of times when I post these videos on Instagram and TikTok, I delete it out of my phone to save some damn space.
I don't know why this guy's asking about how you balance out cardio and lifting. The two have nothing to do with each other.
Nope. I mean, you can balance it out. Is that with the mask?
Yeah, that video's dope. I don't see what they don't have nothing to do with each other, bro. They're two separate, completely different things. You do your cardio, you do your lifting.
Yeah, both happen in two different zones.
I mean, the only way that that question can make any sense is if he's talking about time, and I don't know what your schedule is, so I have nothing to do with how you manage your time. All right, Van Lee is in
So
here.
I just airdropped that to you. Check that.
Yeah, this guy dealing with knee issues, tendonitis, post CV. Any tips? Well, that's your expertise. Injuries.
Sea moss infused with elderberry.
I was just seeing something about that somewhere too.
Dude, this shit is all over the beach in Jamaica. Sea moss. You know what my dad used to do? Take the sea moss and blend it with nutmeg and peanut butter and Guinness. Yeah.
But an organic peanut butter though? Like the homemade
It's a
shit?
stout, yeah. And that's like a real stout. Because Guinness is already a stout, but when you add all the extra nutmeg and all that other stuff, man, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, how long was this video? Oh, it's been short.
How short is it? Like 15
Well,
seconds?
what do you have on diet? Because I know you got a lot of diet stuff too.
I'm constantly deleting that stuff too, man.
He said, "Can I eat boiled dumplings for carbs?"
For what?
Can I eat boiled dumplings for carbs?
It's too much process.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, bro. You talking about something with flour? You shouldn't be eating no flour, bro.
Yeah. Especially, something that's like similar to pasta.
That's what I'm saying. That's fat belly food. I mean, I wouldn't even know why you'd want to do that. I mean, I think there's plenty of better ways to get carbs.
This is a really good video.
I look like you in Greece or something.
So I'm doing some experts. Yo, this is a good one.
Where is that?
And that's downtown Houston.
Oh, word?
Yeah, she deals at this one high-end gym.
He's asking how many days do you do cardio and lifting? Bro, you guys can't ask questions like that, man. We need you to ask questions that like make sense. Like that question is not really making any sense. Like, how am I supposed to guess how many days of cardio you're supposed to do? You see what I mean? Like, you're you. Like every individual is different. I don't know how much cardio you need. Right now, I'm doing 70 minutes of cardio a day in the mornings. You're not me. And if I had a fat person, I wouldn't have him doing 70 minutes of cardio. And I don't know what you're doing right now, G. Are you even doing any cardio?
I do a total of 45 minutes a week.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing 45 minutes a week. I'm doing 70 minutes a day.
Intervals.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You got to structure your questions better, bro. I mean, like we want to help, bro, but you.
Well, that's what works for me.
Yeah, you can't just be blurting out. Yeah, you can't just be blurting out our questions.
I assess everyone. I don't care how in shape you are.
Yeah.
You can. What's that? The guy that used to win the Tour de France?
Yeah, rice is perfect for carbs, but I mean, I think potatoes are ideal, but rice is good too. I have a weakness for boiled dumplings.
It all depends on how sensitive their gut is to lectins, because there's more lectins in potatoes than there are in white rice. So you gotta look at it this way. Yeah, you can benefit from the potatoes, but if you have any lectin sensitivity, which lectins pretty much destroy your stomach lining, so if you destroy your stomach lining, you get what's called leaky gut.
I was just about to say that.
You always have inflammation.
Is you having diarrhea?
Yeah, it's a very. I mean, and people nowadays, I get the questions. They're not the best, but I get the reason why they're asking them, because they don't know, and their heart's in the right place.
That's not. People always coming up to me asking me, "Hey man, how long does it take you to get like that?" It's like, what kind of random question is that? Like,
I just say something because trying to spit knowledge right then and there is just going to open up a can of worms. So
that's what I'm trying to tell them. I can't answer that question, bro.
I just give them a number. So
yeah, don't ask what other people are doing.
If you don't, they're just going to keep nagging you until you say something.
Don't ask anybody what they're doing for fitness. Ask them what you need to do. What do you need to do with your body? What do you need to do?
That's actually one of the things I brought up, to where I was telling people, don't look for the right plan, because technically you're going to be following someone else.
You got to build it. Yeah, you got to build the plan for yourself.
You come up with your own plan. And so that really honestly and truly starts with assessing. And if you know how to assess yourself, That's what you do.
Well,
You create a baseline.
that's what you have to tell these people. But the point is that you can't just ask people random questions. You need to pay a professional to build a plan for you. You can't just ask.
And it will be definitely worth your money. But you got to make sure you get with a real guru, because I've been doing this 25 years, and you got some of these young cats that swear they know what they're talking about, but they're going based off of YouTube and Instagram, and not going against like hard research. Dude, most of the research that I look into and follow, Harvard, John Hopkins, like reputable schools that have unlimited funds to actually research this stuff
And then they
run
have the
tests.
data. Yeah, they have the data.
Exactly.
You can cross-examine it. All right, so listen, I'm about to go ahead and introduce my boy. There's enough of you guys in here at this point, and whoever else can get it on the replay because we don't have a lot of time. But right now, I got my boy David here with me. He's older than I am, and as you can see, we fit at 40. So obviously, we live in the knowledge. We live in the information that we're talking about. So damn, I've known you for about going on 15. Jesus Christ, how many years now? We met in
15.
We met in 2006. So we met in 2006.
Really?
Yeah, because that's when I started at the club. That's when I was a waiter.
Okay.
So yeah, so we met in 2006, the end of 2006. I came to the club as a waiter because I was smashing this Puerto Rican girl that kept telling me, you need to go work at the club. And she knew James. So she brought me to meet James. He didn't want to hire me. I talked him into it. So I came to the club 172 pounds, soaking wet, skinny 24-year-old. And G was the number one melanated dancer. Well, number one all around, but you know how it is. You know, they don't want to give a brother his props. So he's the number one dog in general, but you know, what the Latin dudes and the white boys would agree is that he was the premier brother at the club. Performances was amazing, but just like me, he doesn't have any fucking footage. I don't know what that's about. He don't have no video of his shit, but his fireman routine is classic to say the least. I mean, it's epic to say the least. It's known around the country. And I'm not intimidated by guys or their success or anything like that. I'm a dude that's just like, fuck it. I want to learn. If somebody is killing it in an area, I don't hate. I don't say, oh, I don't want to be there when he's there because he gets all the girls. No, I'm like, bruh, teach me. So G put me under the wing like a little brother. And we're like, what? You're like 4 years older than me?
I'm 45, so.
Oh, he's 5 years older than me. So he's a big brother to me for over a decade now in the dancing arena, which helped me magnificently. He was the one that told me you could get bigger, don't worry about it, you could get it. He helped me with a lot of my shows. He was between you, Dominic, Suede. I mean, these guys really made it a comfortable transition for me going from waiter to performer. And when I decided to leave the club and retire 12 years later, G was there for me for my first few years of bodybuilding. And I was able to bring home many, many trophies under his guidance and tutelage. So, you know, I highly appreciate you, my nigga. I mean, goddamn, fuck. I wouldn't have made the money that I made. I wouldn't know the shit I know. I wouldn't have slayed the punani I slayed. I wouldn't have won the titles that I won. You know, hadn't G always made the time for me to help me and guide me. So let him tell you a little bit about himself, but just know that he knows far more about fitness and nutrition than I do. So let me give you the stage, brother.
Yeah, Genuine, a.k.a. David, a.k.a. the King of Prime. And all that means is I'm basically a master of my mind. What I've learned over the years, in order to find true success, you have to change your mindset. You change your mindset, you change your life. And once I figured that out, I started dominating in pretty much anything that I put my mind to. You know, there was a gentleman that, because I've been a trainer for years, and back in 2002, I was working at Bally Total Fitness, and he was like, dude, you know, you should be a bodybuilder, you should be a bodybuilder. I was like, dude, I'm not getting on stage, little tight black underwear, talking about, look at my muscles, look at my muscles. He's like, you're wrong. Look at the beauty of the human body. And it's the greatest thing that God's created on this earth. And I started looking more into that. I was like, man, the human body is so amazing, especially how you can transition from one figure to another if you have the right skills and the right discipline to get it done. And what I mean by the right tools, right information, right coach, and so on. And then, of course, knowing how to use all those things is such a beautiful thing. And whenever I show someone else how to do it, it's amazing. So that's my life's work, helping people create the best version of themselves. And I won't stop until the day I die. I always say, if you stop learning, you're dying. So guess what? I'm learning every day, increasing my knowledge, because knowledge is power. And I'm trying to be the most powerfulest person I could be, possibly, So in that sense, educate yourself. That no one can ever take that away from you. And that's where I've seen most of my success. So educate yourself and be disciplined. Don't care what anyone says. People are always going to put you down and say, oh, well, you should do this, this, and that because this might be better for you. They don't know you. I mean, even if they're your siblings, they may not know the true you. So you need to find what works for you, stick with it, and execute. No substitute for hard work. That's what the Dwayne The Rock Johnson was saying.
Well, hold on. On that note, he just said no substitute for hard work. So I'm going to segue into this picture real quick because I already know, how people view this shit. I already know guys are in the chat locked and loaded and ready to go because I'm 100% transparent. So I have no problem admitting that I'm on, hormone replacement therapy. I have no problem with that. The thing is that I know your entire adult life. And right now at this moment, these guys are probably thinking, this dude is on just as much as Allende, if not more. But
to sustain where I'm at,
right. But hold on, guys. I'm gonna give you the kicker right now, and you guys aren't gonna believe it, even though I've never fucking lied. I don't lie. Gee, keep it real. How much trouble have I gotten into for keeping it real? For constantly just saying the truth?
I mean, a lot. But and that's why I still fucks with you because you what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And I love that. Even if I don't like what I hear, I'll get over it.
Oh yeah, we've had it plenty. We've had it plenty of time. We can get into that.
Get over it.
There's the times G wanted to kick my ass for time.
And I'm sure it was the other way around too. It's just you gotta think about it.
But I can't kick your ass though.
But that's how guys are. It's like we can have a fist fight and then 2 minutes later we cool.
Oh yeah, and we need that to maintain the respect. But
right.
But where I was going with that is G is and always has been all natural. So I'm going to go back to this picture again because I already know you guys don't believe it, but I'm trying to tell you I spent over 10 years with motherfuckers swearing up and down G is on some shit. G has never been on nothing.
Yeah.
So he is definitely a marvel. He has used knowledge, information to the T to be able to build a top-notch competitive physique all naturally, and I commend him for it because I don't know how to do it. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know how to build this level of physique all naturally. But I did my time. I did my time all naturally. I competed my first season all natural.
Yeah.
And the entire time that I was at the club at first, I was doing
all
natural.
No. You had a decent package for sure.
Yeah, and I was cut. I had symmetry. I had the genetics. I had all of that. But I still to this day don't know how the fuck this guy is able to compete at this level all natural. But yes, he is a natural bodybuilding champion. He is thoroughly tested. The man is on nothing but good food.
And that's the number one advice I always give. Hey,
right.
It's all about the food. Because that's how you maintain it. I mean, you fuel yourself with the right stuff. You create goodness. And just the saying that you are what you eat is true. And not to knock anyone out there, but if you have a diet that's filled with like seafood, as far as shrimp,
pork
lobster,
rinds.
crab, pork, again, you could look this up because I'm telling you, I researched the hell out of this. And these are foods that promote toxicity in the body. This has been proven. You don't believe me? Go look it up. So I would say the top 3 meats that I eat on a regular basis is chicken, turkey, and salmon. Those 3. I love steak. Steak is my favorite.
Well, hold on,
hands
because
down.
you're leaving one out because you told me to eat lamb. And I got,
no.
I got
Lamb is good too.
results when I started eating lamb.
No, lamb is good too.
Yeah, because I listened to you with the lamb and I started looking great.
because I love goat.
Well, goat too, but I didn't.
Goat is definitely leaner, but it kind of has to me, they have a similar taste. Just that lamb is fatty.
Yeah, the lamb does me good when I get to that part of my diet. When I'm like 3 weeks out from competition, lamb just gets me to pop more than the salmon. I'm not sure why. But we have a super chat here.
That's what your body's used to. That's what your body read. Because I've done the lamb and it's cool, but I do a little bit better with the salmon. And again, these are just things that trial and error over the years. Because dude, it's 19 years. I mean,
well, that's what I tell clients. It's all about keeping notes so you know exactly how your body is responding.
Write it down. That is very, very important. You got to write it down.
Training, diet, water consumption, even supplements and vitamins, like all of this stuff, you want to document it. But let me get to this.
Document it in the sense that you don't oversaturate or undersaturate. You got to have it come down to a science based off of how well your body's going to perform.
I want you to answer this question for JMC 436. Sorry, with the $5 super chat. He says, "Hey guys, do you have any advice or tips to cut out sugar from your diet? Cheers for the content." So, I mean, I know you've taught me how to do this, but I guess go ahead and give your advice to JMC about just like basically eliminating sugar.
Okay, you want to go from, if you're on high glycemic carbs, like for example, apples, red apples, bananas, oranges, so forth, and just sweets in general. You want to make a transition from high glycemic to low glycemic, because I guarantee if you totally cut off those high glycemic carbs, sugars, whatever, your body's gonna crave them. It's gonna thirst, and everyone breaks. I don't care who you are. Everyone breaks unless you're just like super mentally strong but no, everyone breaks. So making these small baby steps to transition from a higher glycemic to a lower glycemic, so you still have your body used to getting in that sugar, and then eventually get off of it. For everyone's different. So I mean, it could take up to 6 to 8 weeks to make that transition. But just make sure you record every time you do, and I'm telling you, it seems tedious at first, but once you get the ball rolling, it becomes so natural, and you'll be like, okay, so instead of me having 2 mangoes this week, I had 1.5 mangoes.
Yeah.
Once you start writing it down, you'll be like, oh, you start to realize
it's true,
and calculate, and start calculating. Okay, just by me cutting back on a little bit of this is gonna make a difference. But you're not gonna notice unless you go through the steps. All right, and that's another thing too. Never take shortcuts. Never skip steps. Even if you're not getting the results as fast as you want to, never skip the steps, because again, everybody's different and everybody, develops differently. So that's just when you take it step by step, there's stuff that you never miss. So later on, if you rush through it, you skip steps, and then later on, there's going to be vital information that could have helped you that you don't know now, and everything's falling apart. And you wonder okay, how come I'm not getting this? Yeah, because you skipped the steps. Do not skip the steps, no matter how long it takes.
Right. There's a couple of things I want to add to not skipping the steps. Number one, you don't want to skip the steps even if you think it's the better thing to do. For example, let's say you're trying to cut out the sugar. You don't just cut sugar completely cold turkey right away. You want to gradually implement it down.
Yes.
The same thing with the water. If you're not drinking enough water, you don't want to go from drinking 40 ounces of water a day to drinking 120 ounces of water a day. You don't want to do it. You want to increment it up, because what happens when you rush it or you skip a step, you miss gains. Like there were gains to have been made. Your body makes changes based on the changes you make. So if your changes are too abrupt, you're going to miss key transitional moments in between, and then your results not going to be sustainable. That's one thing. And then the next thing is also when you overstep it too much, you kind of sell yourself short, because, for example, now you're going from this amount of something to none of it at all, and now you're overly torturing yourself, and you're not benefiting from the excess torture, if that makes any sense. So let's say you go from, I don't know, 50 grams of sugar a week, and now you just cut it to 10 grams of sugar a week. The gains that you got from that, you actually could have got the same amount of gains going from 50 to 25. And you wouldn't have had to right, exactly, maybe even better, and you wouldn't have to suffer without that extra 20 grams.
And let me add to this because this right here is the mind blower. two types of stress you have to deal with. Okay, so now when you made that drastic change, you've put physical stress on the body. And what does that do? That triggers cortisol.
Yeah.
And when cortisol goes up, you are literally breaking muscle tissue down and storing fat. That's one way. And then now there's the mental stress, because the body doesn't differentiate between the two. Stress is stress because they both release that same chemical hormone.
Right.
So in a sense, now you're mentally fucked because you messed up, you didn't do it the way you should have, and you're not seeing the results the way you want to. So what does that do? That mentally pushes you back, like, and you start second guessing, like, wait a minute, does this actually really work? You know? Because you took a step, you took a shortcut. Or you, like you said, or you thought this was a better step because you thought you were going to get better gains. No. The human body has right.
Stop
the
trying to
human
rush
body
the
since the
gains.
dawn of time has not changed. The human body is the same. And that's why even no matter how many steroids those guys took in the past, even until now, the certain format and the steps leading up to a show has never changed.
Never
and if
changed.
you notice, the guys that are the most successful are the guys that
Stick
do
to the
not,
basics.
Thank you. Don't skip steps.
Stick to the basics. All right, so we're going to jump on this question, even though you guys are being stingy with the super chats, and I just brought a world-renowned expert on this shit on for you guys, because I like to bring people that are more knowledgeable than myself. You know, I don't need the ego boost. I want you guys to get the best possible knowledge, and a lot of times G has been my go-to guy. I don't hit him up as often because he done taught me so much shit. It's like I know that I know it now, but if I run into a wall, I hit G up. If I'm running, dude, how many times have I called you last minute? Like, son, this is happening. I'm not looking right. What do I do?
Tell you, and I'm like, okay, quick. So I'll do a mini assessment.
Right,
okay,
tell me what to do.
Me, yeah. Well, what did you do? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now you need to do A, B, C, D. You know.
Oh my God.
And he get on and be like, oh man, you were so right. And not for nothing, there were even times that I wasn't like 100% right because, you know, I'm giving you the best knowledge that I know because I might have been in the same situation where, let's just say it was the time that I was like, oh wait, you need to up this with your carbs, with your rice or whatever. But then potatoes worked a little bit better for you. Where you said that the dude was like, hey, no, the dude was like, try the potatoes. I was like, hey,
he said wrap them in damp napkins and microwave them, and then eat them like an apple with the skin.
Yes.
And that shit worked. I won the show.
Shit would dry your ass out.
Yeah, I had a
because you took out the extra moisture, but you also have to remember there's still fluid in that carb. Or if there wasn't fluid in it, it'd be dust. It'd be powder, you know?
Yeah.
So there's still, no matter how dense, dry it is, there's still fluid in it. So when you take it in, you're not taking in too much. You're taking in the right amount. So when your body starts processing those carbs, man, your muscles are going to suck all that up. And you're just going to get fuller and drier and just grainy.
Yeah, I felt real good that show. So listen, I'm noticing in the chat, even though there's no super chat attached to it, there's about 3 people ask the same damn question. So I'm going to have you address it. They're basically asking how to put on some muscle mass. You know, how can skinny guys put on some muscle? So they basically want to know how to bulk up. So what is your take on that? Like something universal that I think would work for all these guys.
I will, just to give you insight, it's not an easy thing, but it's definitely possible. And I actually took this tip from Ronnie Coleman back in the day. I thought it was nuts doing it at first because I felt like I was having so much, my guts just felt like it was just huge. But eventually my body got used to it. And at the time I overstepped it. So the following year, I took it down a notch and didn't eat as much. But what I was doing is waking up at like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning and just loading up with carbs, like ridiculous amount of carbs, and then go right back to sleep, wake up, and then start my day.
Yeah.
And that was around the time too that I was pretty much getting into like 6 or 7 meals in a day. You know, it was, I could afford it. I had people, I had sponsors.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Bro, there was a time when you were spending $1,500 a month on food. I remember you told me that.
Easy.
Yo, G, I swear to God, G used to walk around with a duffel bag. G used to walk around with a duffel bag of food, vitamins, supplements. Bro, I swear to God.
Everyone was like, well, this is why you look the way you do. You got the whole pharmacy in here. I was like, yeah. But if you look at every last one of those things, they were all vitamins.
Essential, yeah. Everything you needed, G had it. It didn't matter what you was. You could name any random shit. You got glucosamine? Yeah, right here. Like, yo, G, you got some creatine? Yeah, sure, right here.
All the essentials.
Oh my God, he had fucking
and you needed
canned food
because it's like, well, those were backups. Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, had it all, and that's obviously a decade ago. Younger, so my body can handle, my gut can handle that stress a little bit more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the older you get, you need to make adjustments because your metabolism naturally slows down and your gut inflammation goes up and so forth. So making the minor adjustments over time, you if you've been in the game as long as I have, you always
Yeah.
figure it out.
Up that fiber too.
And
Once you start increasing those meals, you got to up that fiber.
yes,
And I'll add on to what he said about that eat sleeping. I actually just put a miniature fridge in my room. I didn't even know that you went that route. You never told me you went that route. But when I was trying to get
yeah,
bigger, what I did
got
was
that from Ronnie.
I put one of those miniature fridge in my room. That way I didn't have to like actually like get out of bed. I didn't have to turn on the light or anything. I would just set my alarm. When it went off, I would just roll over to the edge of the bed. I would open up the fridge, which was at the side of my bed, and I would already have my mid like sleep meal. Like I would already have something there, whether it be like oatmeal with protein added to it. It was something that was really high in carbohydrates, obviously like 40, 50 grams. And then I would have protein in there too, a good at least 30 grams of protein. Might have an Ensure afterwards. And just like you said, I would feel bloated as shit, but it didn't matter because I was going right back to sleep. And I noticed that actually did work for me.
And then you wake up.
And then you wake up. Yeah,
full
you wake up
as
feeling
shit.
full, and then I would eat my first meal maybe an hour and a half after I woke up. So it was just a way to get that extra meal in, and then also while you're sleeping, your body's obviously growing. But of course, you're training, so you're stimulating, you're giving the body a reason to repair and to recover and to grow. So I mean, to be honest with you guys, you gotta be dedicated to this shit. Guys be asking questions and acting like there's gonna be some like
Magic
shortcut.
pill.
Like that's the thing about questions, bro. Like that's why I'm so like when motherfuckers ask me questions, because it pisses me off because people want you to take the time to give them something and explain it to them, but they're not coming from a genuine place. They're coming from a place of laziness. They're coming from a place of wanting to take a shortcut, wanting a cheat code, wanting a magic spell. You know what I'm saying? And then majority of the time you tell the motherfuckers and they don't even do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, what the fuck was
waste of
that? Yeah,
time.
what was that about? So it really
Waste of fucking
pisses
time.
me off. And then it's like when people come up to you and they're like, "Oh, how long did it take you to get big?" And how long? It's like, dude, do you go up to niggas with Ferraris and ask them how long it took them to afford that car? You see what I'm trying to say? It's the same shit. You can't be asking people stupid questions. You need to just focus on what it is that you need to do to make money. What do you need to do to get girls? And what do you need to do to get big? Stop asking other fucking people, bro. That's like the worst fucking thing you can do is asking other people what they did to accomplish what they accomplished. It sounds good in your head, but it's not. It's retarded. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not being a dick. I'm just being real with you. It's the stupid. Like I couldn't go up to Jay Cutler, and I've met Jay Cutler on more than one occasion. I couldn't go up to Jay Cutler and be like, "Yo, man, tell me what you did to win several Olympias." It's like wait,
I
what?
look up to that guy too, man.
It's not gonna work like that. Yo, do
Only
you know what it
person-
felt like to have Jay Cutler come to me and invite me to his show and tell me that I had amazing physique? There's no way I'm not making top
Dude.
3 of the show.
I love
almost
Jay Cutler.
fainted.
Jay Cutler's my favorite bodybuilder.
I was fainting.
I did the Phil Heath. Yeah, he invited me out to the Desert Classic back in 2016.
That's a tough ass show.
And I lost by 1 point. But guess what? How cool is this when you get Jay Cutler and say, "Oh, I had you winning."
Not only that,
Like-
but the other guys were natural.
Thank you, thank you,
The other guys
thank you.
The other guys were
Dude was
not
huge.
natural.
Don't get me wrong, dude was huge, but so many people were like, "Oh man, you had the most complete package." Even the guy that was lining us up backstage, he was like, "Dude, I thought you had it." I was like,
So he's asking me, what do I think about bodyweight exercises? So basically, how do I feel about calisthenics? Calisthenics are essential in the beginning. They're essential for mobility, for overall fitness and performance. But in the realm of bodybuilding, they start to have diminishing returns, unfortunately. And then they become valuable again when you're trying to just burn fat, keep your heart rate up, you know what I'm saying? Keep that, basically keep that pump. Other than that, it becomes diminishing returns once you get extremely strong, because what happens is your own body weight stops being enough.
plateau.
And it becomes more of a cardiovascular workout. So for beginners, calisthenics is essential.
Oh yeah.
But what I will say is in the beginning, you could get a lot of fast newbie gains with calisthenics because you're using the body the way that it was designed to work. Your body's designed to pull itself up or to push itself, or you understand what I'm trying to say? Like all those movements are very recognizable to the nervous system. So I would definitely keep it in play basically until it stops working for you. When you can start doing, what would you think, 20, 25 reps of calisthenics.
Yeah.
I think that's when it starts to become something that's not that effective. I mean, if you're doing 30 pull-ups, I don't really think you should be doing pull-ups anymore.
That's, yeah.
But you could do weight assisted though. You could add weight to the pull-ups.
But technically, weight assisted means you've altered it because you're not using your body weight.
Good point. Touche. Good point. All right. I gotta leave G here soon. He's got to go. He's gonna get ready to go back to Texas. But I'm gonna link up with him and do a workout video though in Houston so that we can really get into it. I just want to be sexy.
Hitting me up.
Yeah. I want to be shredded when I come to Houston, so I can take my shirt off and we can put Cali muscle to shame. All right. What else is here? See, there's some other questions in here. Shout out to Papi Blanco. That's right. Get the damn likes up, man. What's up? Gain weight tips. We pretty much hit that. I mean, you guys got to increase the amount of meals you're eating. Also, you got to start eating food that's more calorically dense. That's another thing. All meals aren't created equal.
No.
You know, a lot of you, like for example, if you guys are trying to gain weight, you can't eat too clean, because the thing with clean food is, yes, it's healthier in that sense, but clean food is usually not that calorically dense, because it's not cooked with a lot of oils and a lot of other things that are going to increase the calories. So you got to kind of try to manage that, you know. But you got to know that meats aren't all created equal either. So try to look for the meats that are going to be carrying more calories. Like chicken and fish is not going to carry as many calories as what lamb, pork, and beef. Okay, you guys have any advice for... Okay, yeah, we already talked about cutting out the sugar. Yeah, Van Lee, stop eating the damn dumplings, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about what guys have a weakness for. If you're gonna even verbalize that,
we know about. We're both Jamaican, so we know about dumplings.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is, when you speak stuff into existence, it's not. You got to be careful what you say, because if you say, "Oh, I can't do that," then you can't now, because that's what you spoke into existence. So it doesn't matter how much you like something. If you really like something, write it the fuck down and put it in the cheat meal box, and just work your way to deserving that meal in 20 days, 30 days
That's
of dieting.
a big deal. I like that.
Make
you
it a prize.
That
Yeah,
I
make
like
it a
that you brought
prize.
that up, because you reward yourself in
Exactly.
a sense of you're still involving those foods. I'm never the food police and saying, oh, you can't have this, you can't have that, because guess what? Sooner or later you're gonna go back to it. But if you keep it involved with it, two things happen. One, it keeps you mentally sane. Two, your body's still familiar with that cheat or whatever it is that you like, because I guarantee the cheat that you have is not good for you. So the longer you stay away from it, the more resistant your body becomes to it, because it knows it's not a natural thing that you should be having.
And then when you do go back to eat it, it's going to fuck you up. It's going to fuck you up.
I've seen it happen time and time again.
Bro, you got to learn how to use your cheat meats. Like, I got my cousin, he's on his first cycle now, and he's going to Jamaica in like a week. So I had him start dieting from like 5-6 weeks ago. So now he's getting lean as hell. He's all vascular. He got all the veins popping out and shit, right? So I told him, all right, I'm really going to blow your mind, right? So I waited till the last minute to put this motherfucker on a week of Trenbolone so that he could cruise into Jamaica. So I'm going to deplete him right before he goes to Jamaica.
He's going to have all that rice
and
peas.
And then, once that sun hit him and dry him out, plus the food coming in.
Oh, man, he's going to...
That's what I'm trying to say. And then he's on the Trenbolone, the bologna sandwich. So he's going to be... And he got some Viagra. So I was like, listen, bro.
Shit.
He gonna knock down some booms. So I said, bro, don't make no babies.
Yeah, straight Rottweiler.
Bro, I set him up real nice. Yeah, you guys gotta learn how to diet, deplete, and then refeed, and then get that look.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be temporary.
Gotta have a refeed day.
Right, it's gonna blow your mind.
Gotta have a refeed day.
You're gonna have veins popping out of everywhere. You're gonna see your cheekbones.
It works. I'm telling you.
Your pelvic dip is gonna be crazy.
It works because the muscle and. For those of you that didn't understand me before, well, I'm sure you hope you do. But what I meant by being full is your muscles are full. The muscle bellies are swollen because the muscle strand
starved them out.
Starts here and then it opens up. Just like when it's closest connected to the tendon, it's small. But as the muscle hits the center, it gets thicker, it gets wider. So in order for those muscle bellies to look full, the diet. The food is
Right.
everything.
And your body,
everything.
your body tries to overcompensate for what it wasn't getting for a period of time. So, for example, if you're celibate for a period of time, that first butt that you go get is gonna feel amazing. If you cut out sugar for a period of time and then you put sugar back in, your veins are literally gonna light up. You're gonna be able to see them light up. It's gonna pop up, in real time, because that sugar is back in your system and your body's trying to suck it up and absorb it and store it, because you went so long without it. The body's like, oh my God, I got some now. I'm trying to keep it because this dumbass is going to deprive me of it again. It's the same thing with water. You go without water for a period of time, or you drink a lot of water for a period of time, the body's going to stop holding water because it's like you drink so much damn water. I don't need to hold on to it.
Let's go.
And then you do the reverse. You go a day without drinking water, and then you're gonna look extremely fucking lean. Your skin's gonna be very thin. But that next day now, when you put water back in, you're gonna be bloated because now the body wants to hold that water. Especially if you were cutting salt and water.
Gotta know the windows.
Yeah, so you got to learn to play with your levels, guys. Eventually, this is all extreme stuff we're telling you. But if you want to really enjoy your hard work, then you have to really push it to the limit, and then go ahead and start stepping back on it. Also, that's a really awesome way to grow, to really do a disciplined diet for a period of time, a good 2 months, 3 months, maybe even 4 months, and then start putting the food back in reverse and increasing the calories, and you'll be able to put on a lot of muscle mass if your training is optimal, because your body has been performing on such little calories for so long that when you put those extra calories back in, your body's like, well, what do I do with all this extra calories? Oh shit, you're also training? I guess you want me to grow muscle, and we have the extra calories at our disposal, so let's go ahead and turn it into muscle, right? So you got to really learn how to work with your body. But listen, we're going to get out of here now, but before we get out of here, I want to play some...
Well, let me give them one last tip.
Go ahead.
This is a bonus. And some of you know this and some of you don't. And I'm not going to lie to you. Moving slow as hell is boring. And I get it. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, it's called the time under tension rule. How long is the muscle being under stress? And fact of the matter shows is, like when you do negatives, or even when you do isometrics, you have the potential to actually build more muscle, because the longer the muscle's under stress, the better. So I like doing high reps, and I've done it. I've done the pyramids and the drop sets and the slow negatives and so forth. And I'm telling you, the slow negatives, I'll train people to do that so they understand the benefits behind it. But for myself personally, I kind of stopped doing those things a long time ago. And I'm not competing as a powerlifter anymore, so really don't necessarily need to do negatives. Again, it's a great way to get stronger and so forth. But I think it's boring. So I'll do a shit ton of reps. But one thing you never, ever want to escape is proper form and technique. Always make sure you're keeping the stress on the muscle, and always make sure you don't overexert yourself. So think of it this way. In the beginning, full range of motion, no matter what. The closer you get to the end of your routine, the actual less range of motion you want to do, because you want to keep the stress on the muscle, because the muscle is going to give out. And guess what happens if the muscle gives out? Now you have the joint, ligament, and tendons helping out, taking away from your muscles.
Hey man, you dropping some jewels on you fellas. So yeah, before we get out of here, I already told you we're both like award-winning dancers, retired strippers. So the one video we did get, we're gonna play it. The one damn video we did get.
And this is actually Sean messing everything up, because he's having a nervous breakdown. I wish I had the playlist that I had. Dude, in Miami, it must have been less than 20% of the people down there. And the list that I had killed it. And I played mostly reggae. The mostly reggae vibes cartel. But you got the skills. You gonna act like it's what you want to do. Yeah, exactly. But you know me. If you listen to the playlist, it's like, nah, that's not you, but you still cool. That's like when I do a bodybuilding program.
Yo, yo, I'm like an addict, ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Just get on the stage, bro. I wanted to I wanted to be one of the better dudes. So yeah, man, that was, just a little bit of footage, man. He came back and just did a little guest spot. I was super busy with the podcast, and I just was like, man, I would have had to have made so much compromises and move so many things around to make that happen.
It's all good, man.
But yeah, bro, we had some times, bro. We had some amazing times.
Dude.
And G used to be addicted to the baddest bitches. You the one that got me hooked on redheads, bro. You fucking got me hooked on redheads, you son of a bitch. I got a date set up with one next week. A fit one, too. Freckles and all, bro. Freckles and all, man. But yeah, man, so guys, get on your fitness shit, bro. This motherfucker is 45. 45. You can be somebody's grandpa, son. All right?
Yeah, my oldest son is 21.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he
Get the
is.
fuck out of here.
And he's graduating he's graduating with his associates from the Bronx Community College, but he's using his associates to transfer to another university. But that's where he started. That's the route he wanted to take. But I mean, I wasn't there for his high school graduation because of COVID. No one was there. It was just, virtual walkthrough. So no one was actually physically there. So yeah, can't miss this one. It's going to be June 3rd. So I'm heading up to New York. Back to my old stomping grounds. Yeah. Got to check out my family in Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens.
I might have to be out there that time. We'll see. If I'm not out the country, I might
June
have to
3rd.
swing
I'll be
out
up there June 3rd.
A lot of graduations in my family, same time, nephews and all that. Everybody getting big. You know what it is.
Oh boy, yeah.
But the point is, man, you got to build that foundation. You got to maintain it, and like he said, bro, you don't stop learning. You don't stop improving. The man's 45, and he ain't even. If you take his shirt off right now, good lord, the party ain't nowhere near done.
No, it's not.
And the crazy thing is,
not.
I can't say that you're in better shape at 36 than you are now. Like, I can't really say that. But you were in great shape at 36.
Dude, so, I think I'm better now. My muscle maturity, I'm telling you.
I mean, that last show, you were looking amazing.
And based off, and I won that last show. And it's like, but here's another thing, too. When, you get the muscle memory as far as, and people, there's no such thing as muscle memory.
No, there's muscle memory.
There's no brains in your muscle. It's familiarization. Your body's familiar with something that you've done in the past, so therefore, I call it muscle memory. You want to call it something else? Whatever.
Those new pathways are created. That's
right, exactly. It's just a simple way. People always want to, there's no brains in your muscle. Shut up.
I never heard nobody say that, though.
No, I've heard there's some new people on YouTube that are like, trying to be,
Man, I don't get my fitness advice from YouTube. I get my fitness advice from champions. So.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, man, it all boils down to what works best for you. And I'm very good at helping people find that out, because at the end of the day, your mentality should be creating the best version of yourself.
Absolutely.
No matter what. If you're not trying to achieve that, you are wasting your time. And people are like, I just want to lose a little. That's BS. Every guy wants a six-pack. Any guy that tells you that he doesn't is full of it. Every guy wants nice arms. Every guy wants nice big chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically.
So yes. So for all those that are like, oh, I just want to, lose a little bit, it's BS. And it's because you've linked up with the wrong people, or you feel you don't have enough confidence to feel that you're capable of doing it. We all have the same genetic buildup, but we all have different ways to achieving what we're trying to achieve as far as our physique. All right.
So we're out of here. I'm gonna let you end it. Tell them good night.
Hey, everyone, thanks for coming out. Good night. And the number one advice I will always give you is attack the day. Don't skip any steps. Give 100% every time, and your work will show, because you get out of it is